Okay, sorry. I think I had a microphone malfunction there. I think we're good. I didn't wear a hoodie today, which is where I was clipping my microphone, so that wasn't very smart. Okay, hopefully the sound is on now. Apologize for that. I'm still trying to figure out these microphones. Okay. Great Lakes picks it up in their own zone, and they push it through the neutral. Annie does a good job of poking that away. Trying to go back up ice. That comes out, and here comes Livy. Livy gets shoved off the puck, but it stays in the Great Lakes zone. That's going to pop out through the neutral. Annie picks it up in the TC zone, reverses. Mirka picks that up. Some of these girls are tiny. Can't tell who. I think that was Haley. There, ends up on Annie's stick. Annie puts a shot on. Goalie deflects it high. Mirka holds the blue line. That goes down deep. Can't really see what's happening there. Great Lakes brings it around the other way. Annie keeps it at the blue line, makes a move around one girl, gets it over to Kathleen, who has it taken away, and Great Lakes is going to come the other direction. Annie did hold it in. Woo! Kathleen gets a shot off. That goes high. Annie picks it up at the blue line. Shot toward the net. Great Lakes goalie is going to save it. Mirka is going to take a dive. We're going to get a face-off. Yeah, it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. It's always chillier in the rink first thing in the morning than it is last thing at night. It was not this cold in here last night. Also, it's like 35 degrees outside right now, which isn't helping the case. It got real cold overnight here. Genevieve with a good job poking that away. Looks like Sandy is fighting for it on the near boards there. That pops out. Oop, Rim loses sight of it. Sandoval gets there first, but can't get it out. Great Lakes holds it in. Rim picks it up, reverses it. Genevieve grabs it right in front of us, pushes it up to Bryn. Bryn gets it out of the zone. Hattie takes it away, but can't get it into the Great Lakes zone. So Bryn's going to regroup. She's going to cycle around in the neutral zone. She takes it in, goes past one, past another, leaves it for Camden. Camden brings it to where we can't see. Pops back out to her. Doing a little fighting behind the net. Shot on. Goalie makes a save. Fumbled on the rebound a little bit, but we couldn't knock it in. All the action's going to happen in that corner. Puck comes down, and that's going to be icing. Today's Brooklyn Lewis's 14th birthday. Woo woo! So we've got a box of Dunkin' Donuts waiting for the girls for after the game. Can't even tell who we have in right now. This side is even worse than the other side is. Claire, Mia, I'm assuming Cam, with Brooklyn and Parker back on defense. Great Lakes picks it up in the near corner. They send it down. That gets blocked by Parker Basilio. I'm not sure why that whistle blew. I'm guessing it was offsides based on where the whistle blew and where the face-off is. Haley takes that face off. Livy swoops in. Kathleen puts it on net, and the goalie's going to hang on to it. Well, the girls look more awake this morning than they did yesterday morning. So I guess that's a good thing. Great Lakes wins that face-off but can't get it out of the zone. Parker puts a shot down and gets blocked by a body in front. Comes back around. Parker's going to hold it in. Great Lakes does get it out. This little one has some speed. Woo! She spins around, centers it. Oh, wow. And Great Lakes gets a goal. These girls are tiny. I would not be surprised if some of these girls are U12 players. Because this Great Lakes team is kind of piecemealed together. I don't think they're an official AAA team. I kind of think they were piecemealed together to come to this showcase. And we have some tiny girls on our team, and these girls are tinier than they are. But it doesn't matter because they have one goal and we don't. So, tiny or not, we need to step it up. Mirka picks it up behind the net. Reverses to Bryn. Bryn sends it back. Aiden pushes it up ice. Tipped away by Great Lakes. Bryn comes in hot, trying to take it away. Hattie fighting at the far boards. Great Lakes pushes it back into the TC zone. Mirka to Aiden. Aiden across to Bryn. Bryn's going to skate it in across to Hattie. Hattie gets a shot tipped. Bryn goes down behind the net. Great Lakes can't clear it out. Annie holds the line. Hattie reverses to center it, but there's nobody there. Mirka. Behind her own net. That pops out to Aiden. Aiden, instead of just skating her feet, is looking for an outlet when she has two girls right next to her. Sorry, I'm going to rip into my own kid. She carries it into the zone, sends it down deep. We're going to get a change. Mia comes off the bench, holds the puck in, but it gets tipped away by Great Lakes and she gets it out. Rim sends it across to Genevieve. Genevieve up to Camden. They're offsides again. All right. Mia picks that up right in front of us, trying to decide which way to go with it. She gets Rim in for some help. Cam's supporting. Great Lakes gets it out. She manages to center it. TC takes it away and sends it up the ice. That's touched by a Great Lakes player. I wouldn't have made it to the goal line anyways, but that comes all the way up ice. Parker gets it in the neutral zone, pushes it across to birthday girl Brooklyn. Brooklyn fumbles it a little bit, so she's got to regroup. She goes behind Ellie, reverses it. Brooklyn on the far boards gets it to Cam. Cam tries to pass it off the boards to herself, but that gets intercepted. Parker sends it up, but not out. Kathleen and Cam over there. Kathleen gets it. Kathleen up to Livy, and here's Livy with a one-on-one. She goes wide left, pivots around. That girl did a good job pushing her away from the net. Great Lakes around the boards. Parker gets it, puts a shot on. That's blocked in front. Brooklyn can't hold it in. Across to Parker. Parker with a little chip shot up to Bryn. No, that's not Bryn. That's Mia. No, that's not Mia. That's Haley. My gosh. Mirka gets it poked away. Annie comes over to help. Annie behind the net. Great Lakes girl takes it. She sends it back. There we go. Oh. Woo. Shot on, and Ellie makes the save. So Aiden, Hattie, Sandy, Annie, and Mirka. That must be the tournament director. He's like power walking everywhere. Hattie gets it on the boards. Ooh, she backhand centers it. That was a nice play. Aiden pushes it over to Hattie. Still can't get it out of the zone. Aiden and Hattie right there. It does pop out. But Great Lakes is going to pick it up in the neutral. Annie gets to it first. Annie off the boards to herself. Centers it past Aiden. Great Lakes behind their own net. Sends it along the boards. Come on. She walks right in and gets a shot. Ellie makes a good save. Go, Aiden. Who? Okay, I guess Hattie is going to the box for a tripping call. I didn't see anybody get tripped. Ay, ay, ay.
I don't know how you trip without somebody calling you.
I know. Yikes. I know, I do feel like when a Colorado team's on the ice, you can call anything, whether it's happening or not. Great Lakes is offsides. It's 3 minutes left in the first period. Great Lakes is up 1-0. Hattie is in the penalty box for another minute 22, so TC's shorthanded. Rim gets that, tries to backhand it back out of the zone. It doesn't get there. Brooklyn picks it up behind the net, sends it up the boards. Again, not out. Great Lakes trying to center. That's intercepted by Rim. Rim does get that one out. That came out of the zone. Well, that one's definitely out of the zone. Rim in the corner. Pops up. Great Lakes puts it toward the net, but it's way wide. They center, put a shot on. It deflects. Brooklyn, diving stop. Oh my gosh, that almost deflected into the net. Tell you what. These girls are pretty good at centering the puck. Wrap around. Shockingly, actually, did it come off or did it kick back on? Oh, no, it did come off. Shockingly, has been the story all weekend. The net has popped off. So there's 19 seconds left in Hattie's penalty. We've got Mia, Bryn, Parker, Annie on the penalty kill. Great Lakes gets that face off. She sends it back to the blue line, who sends it deep along the boards behind the net. Comes out. She's going to look to center it. That gets intercepted in front by Annie, and Annie pushes it down. Icing gets waved off. So that'll be the end of Hattie's penalty. TC's at full strength. Mia gets a shot on, saved by the Great Lakes goalie. Ooh, another shot on, save. TC's still in control. Annie tries to push it across to Parker, and that gets tipped away. Annie pushes it in. TC's going to get some new bodies on the ice. Somebody needs to forecheck, though. Here comes Great Lakes the other way. Parker sends it around, and that's going to come out. Parker up to Aiden. If Aiden and Hattie skate, they have a 2-on-1. Hattie tries to get around a player. It gets poked away just enough. Comes out to Genevieve. Genevieve puts a shot right in the girl's foot. She sends it down. Fortunately, that's on net, so we don't get icing there. Annie sends it to the other boards. Genevieve gets there first. Sandy chasing. Great Lakes comes opposite side. Aiden gets there first. Sends it down deep so she can get a change. There's 6 seconds left in the first period. Here comes Great Lakes. And after the first period, TC is down 1-0. Okay. Starting the second period, TC gets that face off. Bren sends it down behind the net to Mia. Mia back to Bryn. Mia and Bryn fighting behind the net. Mia comes out with it. Cam gets herself in the middle, but Great Lakes is keeping it off of the TC sticks, but they can't get it out of the zone. Mia in the corner, that ticks out. Great Lakes can't get a hold on it. We were just kind of talking about how the girls are overpass all the time. Like right there. Instead of driving to the net, they pass it to somebody who has 2 players on them. Oh, that was icing. So here come Hattie and Aiden and Sandy. Mirka and Brooklyn back on D. Aiden's going to take a face off. Woo! That got over to Parker's stick. She put it toward the net, but it went wide. Hattie back to Parker. Parker sends it up to Brooklyn. Brooklyn puts it toward the net. That's stopped in front by Great Lakes, but it's stuck in Aiden's foot. And Great Lakes is going to carry it out. She sends it down. Mirka's going to get there before it hits the goal line. Great Lakes takes it from her. She tries to shove it at the net. Excuse me. Far side, Mirka up to Aiden, who pushes it up to Sandy, and it gets taken away. Okay, now Brooklyn has it behind the net. She reverses. Tries to push it over to Mirka, goes past her and up the boards. Ellie fumbled it a little bit, but got the puck away. Hattie's gonna poke it, but can't get control of it. Brooklyn takes it the other direction behind the net. Brooklyn still has it. Brooklyn up to Aiden. Aiden tried to get it over to Hattie. Doesn't connect, but it gets in deep so we can get some new blood on the ice. Annie picks it up, sends it in. Woo! That's going to be a breakaway. She fumbles it. Now here comes TC back the other way. We can't seem to make our passes connect even when we're only 4 feet apart still. We need to up our passing game. I was just going to. You good? You good? He goes, I'm much better today. Thanks for asking. All right. Parker, put it on the net, Parks. Parker, that's a great shot. That pops out to Annie with another shot. Come on. Come on. Girls getting shoved down in front. Puck still loose. Haley. Oh, Haley tries to pop it out to Annie. Ooh, Parker. It comes out. That was probably our best opportunity all game. Here comes Kathleen. She tries to go through the girls. That gets poke checked away. Great Lakes clears it down, and we're going to get an icing. All right. Mia. Cam, Claire. Genevieve, Rim. Cam tries to backhand it toward the net. That's blocked. Does it again. Blocked again. Rim got there first, but kind of overskated the puck. There it pops out. Here comes Camden Twist. Cam takes it wide, puts a shot on, off the goalie wide. Cam's the first one to it. She pushes it back to Claire. Claire tried to get it to Mia. Pops out to Rim. Rim puts a shot toward the net. It's blocked. Rim still has it, puts another shot on. Goalie tried to make a glove save, but fumbled it. It's still loose in front. And TC can't hold it in. So we've had some good chances here. We just haven't put anything behind the goal line. There's 9:49 left in the second period. TC is down 1-0. Something happened in the corner of Doom because all the parents reacted, but I didn't see it. Puck comes back out. Aiden off the bench, grabs it, tries to push it up to Cam, who I think was trying to get to the bench. Cam sends it in deep so she can get to the bench. TC didn't have a defenseman at the blue line, so that gets pushed out. And for some reason, that got waved off. I'm not sure why. That pops up in the air. Oh. It looks like bounces are going our way, and then they don't. Annie puts it at the net. Ooh, that was deflected in front by somebody, but the goalie made a save. Great Lakes gets it out of the zone. TC has to get back on side, which they do. Aiden's going to go down and be the first one to it. She turns and looks for her options. Oh, my God, and fans on it. Everything's fine. Drops it to Annie. Annie centers it. She had a kind of charging Parker Sandoval, but there's 4 jerseys down there. Put it on net. Annie. Oh, off the post. Hattie picks it up, centers it. Aiden had her stick lifted just in time, so she couldn't get a stick on it. Brooklyn holds that in. Hattie tries to put it, or sorry, Sandy tried to put it toward the net. Hattie gets knocked down. Aiden holds. Hattie behind the net. Woo! Aiden with a slapper from the goal line. Not sure where she thought that was going, but I like the enthusiasm. Aiden reverses it to Bryn. Bryn's going to not get there because the girl lifted her stick off of it. Ooh, Mirka almost held the line. Great Lakes has decided they would like to get off the ice, so they send it down. So TC making good charges here. Still no goal. They're still down 1-0, but they need to keep up this pressure. Puck comes around right in front of us here. Bryn's going to come over. Ooh. That should be a power play for us.
Come on, TC.
And it will be. She's going to go for body check. What is the difference between this and this? Do you know?
Cross check.
Cross check is this. What's the difference between this and this? Body check? Bryn leaves that for Annie. Annie along the boards to Aiden. Aiden back to Hattie. Hattie, Bryn. Bryn is going to skate it in. Tries to center it. There's a whole lot of white jerseys in front of the net. I feel like we're going to need to work from the blue line here. Great Lakes sends it down. No icing. I don't know why. Again, TC is on a power play. Aiden pokes it in, but Hattie wasn't out of the zone yet, so TC's offsides. 6:24 left in the second period. TC still down 1-0. They have 41 seconds left of the power play. Hattie comes in hot to Bryn. Bryn, shot on, yes! Bryn with a nice shot. The goalie got her blocker on it, but it fumbled off of her blocker and went behind her into the net. So that's going to be a power play goal at 6:17 of the second, and we have a tie game. Job, Blue! All right. TC in their own zone. Mirka reverses it. Gets it up to Mia, who pushes it to Claire. Back to Mia. Here comes Mia. She's got Cam wide. Mia can't get past this Great Lakes player. Puck's in the corner. Cam comes down to help. Puck comes out. Woo! Mirka. Good job there. Gets it in, sends it deep. Camden and Claire come down for the forecheck. Claire knocks it away, hits it into the side of the net. Camden stuck in the corner, tried to center it. Here's Parker. Parker, shot on. The goalie makes a nice glove save. Nice shot, Parks. Okay, that puck comes out of the zone. Genevieve picks it up in the neutral, sends it in. Got Livy and Kathleen and Haley on now. Near boards. Great Lakes can't quite get a handle on it long enough to get it out of the zone. They send it behind their own net. She reverses it. Kathleen sends it back down behind the net. That gets picked up by Haley. Haley centering. That's a good play, Blue. And again, the net comes off. Loosest nets east of the Mississippi. Oh, God. Hattie sends it back to Annie. Annie up to Hattie. Great Lakes gets a hold of it. Good pass out. Annie back up ice. Up to Aiden. Aiden. Ooh, across to Hattie. Skips over her stick. That pops out. Here comes Great Lakes. We've got a 2-on-1. She sends that across, sends it back across. I have no idea what happened to that, but it didn't. I don't even think they got a shot on. Comes out into the neutral zone. TC gets a line change. Great Lakes looking for some options. They can't get it far into the TC zone before Mirka pulls it back out. Camden across to Mia. Cam puts a shot on. Ooh, that deflected off the goalie's pads and her face. And here comes Great Lakes the other way. That ends up on Parker's stick. Parker's going to skate it in. Gets past that girl. She's still got it. She puts a shot on. Nice, Parker. The net is off again. These nets are ridiculous. That gets held in by Mia. Sends it down to Claire. Bryn comes down to help. Cam in the corner. Pops out to Great Lakes. They send it at the boards. Parker's going to come down to help hold it in. Camden. They want that to be a check. I don't know what she did. Great Lakes the other way. She gets it out. This girl's going to go in 1-on-3. Puts it toward the net. Ellie pushes that wide. There's 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second period. It's a 1-1 tie. Ooh. Jeez. We're tumbling. Great Lakes has got it. Kathleen's chasing. Great Lakes tries to cut toward the net and can't get over there. Mirka pushes that aside. Kathleen. No, it's not Kathleen. That's Aiden. Oh, boy. Shot on there. Ellie with a good save. TC can't seem to get there. I feel like Parker and Mirka have been on the ice for a long time. At this point, we might need to ice it. That pops up past Aiden's stick. And TC gets caught in a line change. She puts a shot on. Okay. Sorry, it's hard to see what's going on down there. I don't mean to be so quiet. Great Lakes picks it up. They turn and skate it in. Genevieve's there. Do something, Aiden. Aiden has Parker Sandoval up here. Sandy Oh, tried to center it to Aiden. Aiden couldn't get her stick on it, and it goes all the way out of the zone. Genevieve sends it across. Parker's going to be the first one to it. Great Lakes behind their own net. Hattie comes down to forecheck. Good job, Hattie. Oh, Claire, Hattie. That was Genevieve put that shot on. That was blocked in front. Mia. And that's going to do it for the second period. TC definitely dominated that period, but only got one goal. So after 2 periods, it is 1-1. All righty. Start of the third period. Kathleen gets it across to Livy. That's blocked. Haley. Whoa, Livy just got. Come on, Kathleen. I don't know. That was a whole sequence of madness. I think the puck got to the net, but the Great Lakes player made a nice save. We're going to get a face-off with Haley, Liv, Kathleen, Genevieve, Rem. That goes around the far boards. Great Lakes takes it behind their own net. She tries to reverse it again. Super great things are happening in that corner, I'm guessing. Puck has come out of the zone and went back in offsides. So we're going to send in some new fresh legs in Cam and Mia and Claire with Brooklyn and Annie. Woo, Mia somehow squeezes that out, steps over a couple of skates, gets in and gets a shot on. The Great Lakes goalie makes a nice save. We're just about a minute into the third period. Game is tied 1-1. Brooklyn reverses, sends it down deep. Sure, there's a tossle or something happening in the corner. Mia sends it up to Cam. Cam and Mia fighting down low. Great Lakes kind of shuffling it around. They do get it out. Whoop, but she can't. The pass was behind her, so she can't keep a hold of it. Brooklyn up the boards past Claire. Rookie gets it down deep. They're spending a lot of time on the near boards and there. Camden puts a shot on. Off the goalie and high. Great Lakes gets the rebound but can't get it out of the zone. TC's going to change up some bodies while they're tussling in that far end. That comes over to Annie. Annie puts a shot on. It gets blocked. Whoa. Bryn came in for the rebound. And I think the goalie stopped that one. Ooh, nice backhand. Oh! Backhand to Annie over to Sandy, and Sandy fanned on it. That was a great play. Behind the net, Annie tries to push it up to Bryn, and that gets taken away by a Great Lakes player. She's fumbling with it, gets it caught in her skates, then she fans on it, but gets it down enough so she can get off for a change. Woo! That got intercepted right at the blue line. First girl missed it, but was already in the zone, so the second girl got it in offsides. Kathleen tries to get it up to Livy. It's blocked and taken away by Great Lakes. Great Lakes advances it into the TC zone. It gets pushed away and out by TC. Woo, Kathleen gets her stick held up. Haley does get it into Livy. Livy can't quite get a handle on it. Great Lakes takes over. In the neutral zone, Haley pushes it up. Livy is on the boards. Haley comes over to help. Kathleen comes out with it, puts a shot on. That goes wide. Great Lakes picks it up. Very slowly tries to make it out and does not succeed. Parker puts a shot on, and that deflects and arches way high. TC gets some new bodies while Great Lakes regroups. Parker skates in, puts a nice shot on, and the goalie makes the save. So we've got Cam, Mia, Claire, Rim, and Genevieve. There's 10:18 left in the third period. The game is tied 1-1. And shockingly, the net is off.
Continue to refresh.
Oh no. Hopefully the feed is still working. I forgot. I think this Wi-Fi you have to like re-sign into every 24 hours. So hopefully we're doing okay. Rimini puts a shot on that's deflected down and wide of the net. That pops out to the neutral. Rimini spins, can't get it. Oh gosh, oh geez. Genevieve up the boards to Mia. Mia to Cam, but not out. Great Lakes is still holding it in. Mia pushes it up. Cam's there. Claire's there. Claire gets it out. Genevieve gets it out. Past Claire. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. And that should have been too many men. That's twice that we've gotten away with that. I don't know why the girls change when the puck is right there, but Aiden deflects that away. Gets pushed off the puck by a girl half her size. Not, just kidding, that girl's not half her size, but she's definitely smaller than her. Whoop, whoop. Man down. Come on, Pud! Skate the puck! Ah! Aiden sends it across past Bryn's stick. Genevieve to Aiden. Aiden gets it poked away. She didn't have control of it. Things are happening by the net, but one of them is not a goal. Goalie kicks out, hangs onto the puck, and we're going to get a face-off. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third period. Tied 1-1. Oh, Aiden puts that on. It sounded like it hit the edge of the post. Oh. Brooklyn gets it in the corner. She's got two girls on her. Gets knocked down. Gets it out to Hattie. Hattie pushes it up to Aiden. Aiden, again, just throws it out. Oy vey, kiddo. Oh, I was going to say, I have no idea where the puck was. I think that's Bryn. Bryn skating. Bryn taking it in. Bryn. No, Bryn. That was Bryn. Great Lakes gets it. She tries to clear it down. Gets it in the neutral. Turn it. Oh, gosh. Bryn is going to try this again. Bryn puts a shot. Hits the outside of the net. She tries a wraparound. Gets her own rebound. It's not for lack of shots. We're just either hitting the post, the side of the net, or the goalie's chest pads. Haley. Somebody gets it down. Great Lakes picks it up in the far corner. Seeps out past everyone. Icing is waved off. It's not going to make it to the goal line anyways. Mirka picks it up, reverses it, but she's got a girl on her back. Can't get it out of the zone. Mirka does get it out of the zone. Kathleen was there, but can't hang on to it. Parker across to Camden. Camden, there you go, skate it. If they're giving you room, skate the puck. She reverses, sends it down low, but there's nobody there, so Great Lakes picks it up and sends it right back out. Genevieve turns. I think Genevieve got that on the net, and the Great Lakes goalie makes a save. 6:01 left in the third. Still tied 1-1. Shots are highly in favor of TC, but only one of them has gone in the net. It would be great for another one to go in the net. That gets past rim. Great Lakes player is going to get there first, but she's at an odd angle. Still gets a shot off. Ellie brushes that aside. Great Lakes in the corner. She comes out with it, centers it, gets a shot on. Whoa. Ellie pushes it behind. They center it again, and that gets passed, but not out. Oh, my gosh. I don't know how these girls are ending up so wide open in front of our net. Go, go, go. Oh, my gosh. Genevieve. Camden. Rimini. Nobody can get it out of the zone. We're just ticky-ticky-tack. Claire finally pushes it out. We're going to get some new bodies on the ice. Come on. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. That was a little dangerous. Here's Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to skate. She puts a shot on. The goalie kicks it wide. Hattie's going to be the first to it. She's got Parker in the center. Aiden tries to backhand it to Hattie. No idea where the puck is. Great Lakes behind the net. I have no idea why that whistle blew. Oh, maybe the goalie had it? I don't know. I don't know what that whistle was for. So Hattie, Aiden, and I'm guessing Sandy are still on. They've got Brooklyn and Annie back on D. There's 4:31 left. It's a tie game. Comes out to Annie. Annie puts it toward the net. Hattie tried to deflect it. Now we're gonna have a little tussle in the corner, and Great Lakes is gonna come out with it with a nice pass all the way down the ice. Don't mind the cameraman, he's asleep. Patty to Aiden. Oh my God, skate the puck, Muldrow. Skate the puck, Muldrow. Turn on something. Aiden takes a shot and it gets blocked. Mirka sends it down deep. Aiden picks it up. Aiden tries a wraparound backhand situation that gets blocked. Great Lakes pushes that up ice. She gets a shot on. And saves it. I just noticed Ellie did not wear her new pads. No. I just noticed that. The 5th game. I am right on top of it. Haley, Livy, Kathleen, Mirka, Parker. Come on, Parks. 3:25 left in a game that we should be winning, but aren't, and that's fine. Puck's just kind of sitting there in front of the TC bench. Mirka comes out, reverses, ends up with Great Lakes. They send it back in. Parker's going to be the first one there. Parker goes behind the net, up ice to Kathleen. If Kathleen gets there first, Livy's wide open in front of the net, but she can't get a handle on it to get it to her. Parker gets shoved off the net. Here comes Genevieve. Shoot it. Genevieve puts a shot on, just a bit wide. Kathleen gets shoved down in the corner. Woo! And the puck comes out the other end. Now it's a foot race. Great Lakes misses that. Go Liv, go Liv! Livy, who's probably the fastest one on the ice, but unfortunately she's been on the ice for a little bit, so she doesn't probably have fresh legs. That goes down. Bryn gets it. Bryn scored our goal in the 2nd. Leaves it for Rim, and she loses it. Great Lakes has a 3-on-2. She puts a shot on high. 1:42 left. Bryn back to Camden. Camden gets it taken away. Bryn picks it up, sends it up the boards, ends up with Cam. Camden, put a shot on Camden. Cam puts a shot on, goalie save. Mia gets it behind the net. Oh, that must have gone through the goal crease. And that's going to come down and be an icing. With 1:03 left, tie game. I have no idea what the overtime situation is. I have a feeling it just ends in a tie, which is a lame way to end the weekend. Aiden takes the face off. Patty can't. Annie picks it up in the corner. Annie behind the net. Annie looking for anywhere to go. Comes out to Aiden at the point. Aiden makes a move around one girl. Reverses. And gives it away, but not out. Annie puts a shot on. Aiden got a better shot. And because that's what we do, TC takes a penalty. with 19 seconds left. So TC is going to be in a penalty kill with 20 seconds left. They're going to come all the way down to this end. Great Lakes is going to call a timeout.
Both pull our goalies.
I'm putting money on this. It's going to be 6-on-4.
And I was actually thinking the same thing. Nikki and I are thinking that they're maybe going to pull their goalie for 19 seconds, 6-on-4. The Great Lakes team has not won a game all weekend, so even getting a tie would be good for them. But also, yeah, I was going to say, we'll see. Oh, it does not look like they're pulling their goalie.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Shot on, Ellie with a nice save. 16 seconds left. Cam, Claire, Parker, and Rim. We need to win face-offs. I feel like we need to practice our face-offs. Whoa, shot on, that goes wide. Oy, 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 oy. So I'm pretty sure that ends in a tie, which I'm not going to lie is pretty disappointing because that's essentially a AA team that we just tied at the end of this showcase. So that's my critic side. Goals needed to be scored there, but it is what it is. So thanks for joining this weekend. In 2 weeks, we're going to go to Dallas, and after watching the first game this weekend, that's going to be a juggernaut tournament. So yeah, we'll see you all then.